Guys, we are just days away from the return of E3 for E3 2021. I am beyond excited for all of the news and reveals that are headed our way. While I know that 1 year away doesn't mean that companies are going to just magically have some more reveals than normal, I think this year we could hear about games earlier than usual and make the comeback show that much bigger. One of the companies that I could see dropping some big news on us is Nintendo. Welcome to Left Paw Gaming, Nintendo's E3 predictions. If you're excited for the video and what Nintendo has in store, drop a like and leave a comment letting me know what you look forward to most from Nintendo this year at E3. And don't forget to subscribe if you're brand new and ring the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my game walkthroughs and videos just like this that I post all week long. With all that out of the way, I really hope you enjoy the video. Let's jump in. We all know that Nintendo loves to do their own thing and have done an amazing job at creating a gaming space all of their own. With Nintendo's rich history in the gaming world, I'm expecting some major news this year at E3, which is why I am most excited for the Nintendo Direct during E3. When the original Switch came out, it was a game changer. Finally, Nintendo decided to combine their handheld segment with their console segment by making a 2-in-1 console. This has brought traditionally handheld franchises to the home console and console franchises to handheld in a very unique and awesome way. There have been rumblings lately of a Switch Pro, which to me makes sense. Although Nintendo doesn't necessarily follow the same rules that Microsoft and Sony follow, an upgraded console mid-life cycle seems like an awesome idea. If they do drop a Switch Pro, that makes me more likely to believe that there will be a Switch 2, or whatever naming convention Nintendo will think to use. Ooh, wait a minute, what about Super Nintendo Switch? Alright, fine. Nintendo, I won't trademark that name so you can use it without having to pay me, even though they probably have it on post-it somewhere in their designers' offices, all over the place. Anyway, I am expecting to see news of a Switch Pro talked about during or even a surprise before the Nintendo Direct, even though it is kind of crunch time if the latter were to happen since we're just a few days away. But the earlier they drop news of a Switch Pro, the easier it'll be for them to show off games with the new Switch Pro and say, hey, this preview, this trailer is being brought to you on a Switch Pro. Speaking of things that can be shown off on a Switch Pro, Mario Kart has a legacy of its own as one of the most enjoyable and family-friendly racing games. Of course, family-friendly is just said due to the ability to still play couch co-op and race your family and friends in one living room. This game is as bad as Monopoly in my friend group. Always some kind of nonsense trash talking and butting heads, whatever. Anyway, the last numbered entry into the series was Mario Kart 8 that came out for the Wii U in 2014. Even though it was brought over to the Switch as a deluxe edition, the Nintendo Switch needs its own Mario Kart developed entirely for the Switch and with the Switch in mind. Personally, I am hoping that franchises like Mario Kart or Mario Party take a page from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and make an Ultimate version with all maps and characters while providing updates with new content going forward. Mario Kart 9 can do that for the Mario Kart series, and they don't even have to have all the maps from the start, at least in my opinion. But with the Switch Pro heavily rumored to be getting an announcement, what better time to announce Mario Kart 9 than with an upgraded version of the Switch, seeing as Mario Kart 8 was one of the few games bundled with the Switch in the first place. To me, that seems like a no-brainer. But I won't be surprised when Nintendo Direct puts up a flashy Mario Kart 9 in some stylized font. We'll just have to wait and find out on June 12th. Breath of the Wild was an amazing leap in the Zelda franchise. It has become a standard for open world exploration and what can be done with a Switch console. When Breath of the Wild 2 was teased with a short video, I was excited. All of the Zelda games in my mind are excellent, but Breath of the Wild was a masterpiece. And when I was getting my notes together to make this video, this game stuck heavily in my mind. So of course, I had to talk about it. Breath of the Wild was such an amazing game that it seems like they are leaning heavily into making it its own separate little piece of the franchise. By releasing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is set 100 years before Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Wild 2 has the potential to build on the excellence of the first and expanding on what already seems to be a boundless world. This year at E3, I am looking to have some kind of release window for Breath of the Wild 2, accompanied by either a longer trailer or a bit of gameplay footage to see what some of the differences they have in store. Pokemon is a franchise that doesn't need to be tied to a Nintendo Direct to give out any kind of information. There's such a huge franchise that they can have their own show at E3 just to talk about everything that has the Pokemon name on it. Now, we just got release dates for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus, but I am expecting some more detailed information and trailers about all these games, as well as some very much needed news on Pokemon Unite, which has been ridiculously quiet since their excellent announcement. Anyway, I'm hoping for some details about Pokemon Unite because I really thought it looked interesting, and that style of game could be really suited for Pokemon. But myself, like many others, did not like how the game was introduced. Hopefully, E3 can right that wrong and make us excited for Pokemon Unite once again. Since we are in the middle of a new generation of Pokemon, the remakes of Diamond and Pearl are looking to get some fresh paint on two of the best games from the franchise so far, which I am very much looking forward to, as well as a very surprise game in Legends Arceus that is setting up a whole new bunch of Pokemon games by taking us back in time to the Sinnoh region and diving into a time when there was no Pokédex and many of the towns had not yet been established. It's a very interesting way, in my mind, to tackle an open world Pokemon game, but I'm hoping they will use it to build on the games for the future. There it is, guys, what I think Nintendo will be discussing this year at E3. This isn't everything, of course, but this is what I am most excited for, so let me know in the comments if you agree with me, or what you are most excited for from Nintendo's E3 showing. We are just days away from getting news on the games we have been following since they were announced, and learning about all kinds of new games that we can be hopeful for in the future. I'm excited to check this video after E3 to see how close I was with my predictions, or how far from the boat I was with my predictions, and maybe even make a few reactions to the things I am excited for. As usual, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next video.